Hello everyone, today we will compare the spiciest types of instant noodles. These are very many interesting specimens here. They are all from different manufacturers. We have to find out which company has the spiciest noodles in its arsenal. Try to guess in the comments which noodles will be the most spicy. Visually, what scares me the most is this crying chicken. Let's start with the Korean noodles with the Jin Ramen flavor. After reading the instructions on the back of the package, it turned out that these noodles are not just poured over with boiling water, but they need to be boiled, so we open them up. And we send them into a saucepan with boiling water. We also add in the hot spices here. And another bag of dried vegetables. And mix it up. We mark 3 minutes as indicated on the package. After the time is up, the noodles are ready. And you can pour it into a bowl. This turned out to be a really full plate of large egg noodles, so let's try it. The noodles are very tasty, and I'm starting to feel a little bit of the spice. I'm gonna give this 2 peppers out of 5. It's a pleasant spice. Next in line, we have these sour, spicy sweet potato noodles. Also, it says on the package that it is handmade, and I think it's gonna be really spicy. Let's open it up. We pour out its contents. Here in this set, there is even a folding fork, and also a lot of spices. We send the noodles themselves into a bowl. Next, the first package of condiments. The second package. The third is hot oil, and the fourth is soy sauce. And also another kind of oil. This already looks pretty spicy. This is pretty standard preparation. You just need to boil water and pour it over the noodles. Cover with the lid and wait for 5 minutes. That's it, the yum noodles are ready. Let's mix it up. And try it. First of all, it's pretty tasteless. Here is my least favorite kind of pungency with the smell of such an old, musty chili pepper. I'm gonna give it 2 peppers out of 5 and do not recommend anyone to buy this. Next, we have Vietnamese instant noodles next in line. It's spicy and tastes like some kind of Thai soup. Let's open it up. And put it into a bowl. Wow, this is the first time I've seen noodles laid out in such a way. Apparently in Vietnam, the machines for making noodles are completely different. There are also 4 bags in the set. The first is dry seasoning. The second one is vegetables. And 2 more bags of aromatic oils. Pour over some boiling water. And leave it to steam. Done. Let's mix it up well. These noodles really smell like sour lemongrass. Let's test it. There was almost no spiciness here, rather the acid from lemongrass, but I like the taste itself. It's really tropical soup. Next, we have noodles in a large bag. It tastes like Chinese street food, and apparently, it needs to be boiled as well. We open up the package and take out the contents. Namely, egg noodles, vegetables, thick sweet potato noodles, meatballs, sauce, and chili oil. Noodles and vegetables first. Let's open them up and dump them into a saucepan. These noodles are much more expensive, so the vegetables here are canned. They include potatoes, algae, mushrooms, and radishes. We send this into the stove and pour in some boiling water. Now we need to wait for the water to boil on the stove. It is from this moment that we mark 3 minutes. Once the time has passed, you can add 2 more packages. And these are meatballs, and thick yam noodles. This needs to be heated up a little bit so that it can start preparing. After just a minute, you can remove it from the stove. And now it's time to add the sauce. And the last one here is hot pepper oil. Mix all this well, and the noodles in the style of street food are ready. Pour it out into a bowl. This already looks like a full-fledged dish that you can eat. Let's try it. The main noodles are delicious, but practically not spicy at all. And the sweet potato is so-so. It's kind of jellyish. I'm gonna give it 1 pepper out of 5. The next noodles are sour and spicy, already from another company. Let's open them. We put the noodles into a bowl. This is a semi-wheat, semi-rice noodle of a non-standard shape. There are only 3 bags in this package. Of course, the dry seasoning. Thick hot sauce. And a drop of soy sauce. Now we just need some boiling water. And we leave it to steam for 5 minutes. That's it, it's ready. The noodles absorbed absolutely all the water. So let's try it out. I've been waiting for these for a long time, but it never really got there. These noodles are way more acidic than spicy. The next noodles that we're going to test in the form of a container. It tastes like hot oil, and most interestingly, it is self-heating. Let's see what is included in the set. Chopsticks, some kind of a paste, vegetables, and then noodles and a reheater. Let's unpack the noodles first. This is sweet potato noodles, as in one of the previous sets. Open it up and add in the vegetables. They are also like in the last set, as if they came from the same factory, and a lot of thick paste. Here we don't need boiling water. You can just pour water at room temperature. And we put in the chemical heater to the bottom of the large container and fill it up with water. Almost immediately begins to hiss and evaporate into the water. With the help of this heat, our soup will be cooked. Covered with the lid. You will have to wait for 15 minutes here, so the noodles are not like that in fast cooking. We open it up and mix everything well. And now let's try it. Very tasteless noodles with mega fatty broth. The witticisms are only a 1 out of 5. I don't recommend it. Let's check if the noodles I put on at the beginning of the video are really spicy. Spiciness times 3 is written on it. We open it up and put it into a bowl. In the first bag, we had pieces of nori seaweed with sesame seeds. And in the second, some kind of mega black sauce. Pour in some boiling water. According to the instructions, let it brew for 5 minutes. At first, I decided to smell the noodles, and its spicy steam pierced my nose. Okay, let's try it out. The spiciness is felt here from the very first seconds and is only increasing. This, of course, is not the same spice that I had when I tried the world's spiciest chips, but it is very close to it. A normal person is not going to be able to eat these noodles, therefore I will save myself with yogurt. It is much thicker than milk, so it helps better. I don't really know what kind of pepper is included in these noodles, but it did not let me go for about 8 minutes. During this time, I drank the entire bottle of yogurt. Let's move on. We have another large set here. This is the spicy Guilin rice noodles. Let's unpack them. So far, this is the most beautiful and largest set for today. Put the large rice noodles in a saucepan right away. There are also 2 packages of canned vegetables. Pour in some boiling water. And put it on the stove. We'll immediately heat the noodles so that they start cooking. The noodles were cooked after a full 10 minutes. Now you need to add chili oil, vinegar, and sauce. And mix it up. And now the dish is ready. All you have to do is add a bag of crispy bean curd. These noodles look like they were cooked in a Chinese restaurant. I wonder how spicy they are. Minimally. And the taste, to be honest, is not worth the money. We still have the final, most expensive and gigantic set of noodles. It weighs as much as 700 grams. This is a set for Korean hot pots. It is very interesting. What is so heavy in there? There is broth, sausages, sauce, tteokbokki, seaweed, soft balls, noodles, and kimchi. Before that, I had never seen ready-made broth in such sets. Pour this into a saucepan. Followed by the nori with sesame seeds. Thick sauce. And the tteokbokki. These are like little soft pieces of rice dough. That's all for now. Put it on the stove. Now we need to get the tteokbokki ready. It'll take 5 minutes. Next come the egg noodles. We'll heat these up so that they can start cooking too. It's thin, so it's gonna be ready in about 2 minutes. Now it's time to add in the meatballs. And the hot pot sausages. The last one is the kimchi, which is going to give a little sourness to our dish. Now we just need to mix it all up. And the hot pot is ready. You can serve it. Despite such a heavy bag, it still turned out to be just one bowl of food. I hope that it'll at least please with its spiciness. It is very tasty. I tried to wait for the spiciness, but it's pretty minimal here. Half a pepper out of 5. As a result, as I thought, the noodles from the Buldak company turned out to be the spiciest. But the most delicious, which you want to eat over and over again, is certainly the inexpensive Jin Ramen noodles. Write in the comments what is the spiciest noodles you've ever tasted. And be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Bye everybody!